darker side of the internet. Right. So have you tried working your way up the debate chain? Like, do you want to talk to a Ben Shapiro or a Jordan Peterson or someone who, you're not just dunking on Fisher Price hoops anymore?
Dude, Destiny versus Ben Shapiro it'd sound like auctioneers.
Right?
Yeah.
So fast.
The unfortunate part is that you hit a lot of dead ends. I don't want to say with the right, because I'm sure it happens with the left too, I guess maybe. But with the right, you hit a lot of dead ends where these bigger guys are very controlled with the content they do. So people like Mark Dice or Ben Shapiro is really large, or Steven Crowder. They don't just take on debates on the internet, even against other largish figures. They usually kind of avoid them because they want to control the narrative that they present to their audience.
It's
but they also
like boxing.
They do the uncontrolled.
You guys might as well just have belts. You might as well have a welterweight.
So you can challenge someone for it.
Right.
You lose the belt if you.
I mean, it's the same thing. Oh no, we're not fighting him. He's too tough. We get only a couple of these big debates a year, and
so they get to 38-0.
Only got a couple left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. That's how Ben Shapiro got his numbers up. It'll be Ben Shapiro molests retarded 14-year-old about guns, and Ben Shapiro dominates retarded kid into submission against his will for capitalism.
Ben Shapiro eviscerates handicapped war veteran for stupid stance on VA healthcare. It's always
actually you can drag yourself pretty well. There's no reason for me and my tax dollars to pay for that wheelchair. It should be illegal to be over 5'6".
If anything, people in a wheelchair should actually have to pay the government money because you save calories by not having to stand at any portion of the day. Yeah, something.
Yes. You sound exactly like him.
Yeah.
You should do Ben Shapiro parody stuff. You got the rapid fire stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this political stuff going on. And
can we talk about hockey already?
Yes. I know. God. Oh. Destiny stock is rising with me. Talk about hockey. Yeah. I saw you were doing something. Someone went over to your subreddit to because you were coming on. I wanted to see what was new with you in your world.
Oh no.
There was a clip of you painting a woman naked on stream. Is that what that was?
Wait, was the woman a canvas, or was he painting on a canvas of a naked person?
No, Destiny was naked.
Okay, first of all,
wow,
she wasn't naked. She had nipple covers. Okay, so I reject your characterization of what was happening on that stream. And that's all I have for that one. Yeah, I was.
What was she wearing on the bottom? Socks?
Pants, whatever.
Okay,
normal,
pants. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, all you mentioned was the nipple covers. I'm picturing this fucking bush and naked woman with nothing but nipple covers.
It's 2019. If she was naked, she wouldn't have a bush.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I picture it the way I want to.
Okay.
I was just bringing it up because that looked like fun.
Yeah, it was.
You painting her belly and everything.
Anytime you can push any object into a boob, I mean, I'm all for it, I guess. Whatever.
That's kind of an hour painting her and it's dripping off her tits. Everywhere else is clean.
If you're out there and you're 16, 17 and you're like, man, I really love boobs and shit. I wonder if that'll change when you get older. I'm 30 and I don't know. I still really like boobs. If I have the chance to touch one for a while, I'll fucking do it.
Nice.
I can't wait to tell my nephews when they turn 13 to just hammer in how lucky they have it that they can watch naked chicks getting painted on a platform their parents can't understand and therefore can't protect them. I'll be like, motherfucker, I had to steal a Adam and Eve catalog that they accidentally delivered to my house when I was 13 and hide it in a fort in the backyard that I said I was building for fun, but it was just a pornography storage device. You guys don't know. You can just hide the app, you little fucks.
Wait, isn't Adam and Eve wasn't it just pictures of products they sell at the sex store?
There's women who model lingerie.
Yeah, they would throw some chicks on there to model it. Taylor, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I remember. I mean, I'm much, much, much younger than you. But my family, I didn't have access to. I didn't have access to a computer that I could use. We had one family computer, and I wasn't about. It was a very open area. I couldn't risk beating my meat, and so I was 12 years old, and I was into paintball. And I found out that one specific paintball magazine had paintball girls, and every 4 pages was a damn near naked woman, just holding a Tipman. or something. And so I had that forever, and I like have to like go out, and my mom would like screen and like want to flip through things first, and so I'd always have to like rush home, check for like paintball 88 or something like that, and get it back, then just go beat off. It ruled.
I remember I had one of the most
such a sex positive house. Regular listeners know, like, I'd hear my parents having sex, make fun of them in the morning and stuff like that. Our cleaning lady
it's not normal.
found all these like dirty magazines in between my mattress and my box spring, and she ratted me out to my parents, and they're like, "Yeah, you can keep them." That's how it went down in my house.
That's rude as fuck.
Yeah, well, the cleaning lady was rude, but my parents were down. That's the takeaway.
What would you make fun of them for? Like, not lasting long enough?
No. My mother would say like these super complimentary things of my father's technique, and then in the morning I'd be like, "Oh, Stan," and then I just like quote her, and it's like, "Yeah, he heard."
Do you remember any specifically?
Oh, Stan for sure. Just that feels good. I like it. It wasn't like. There's nothing that quote worthy, but you string a couple of them together in a row, and they're like, yeah, that's what she said.
On the contrary, all of this sounds quote worthy. Was there ever a moment where you were with a girl in your early days, and she asked, like, "Wow, you're really good," and you're like, "Learned it from my dad, learned it from my mom, learned it." Did you have a moment where you realized like this wasn't normal? Were you ever talking, wow, do your parents have sex this way? You're doing it so wrong. Like, did you ever have this conversation with a girl?
I've always known it wasn't normal. And that it's been like a bit of a barrier for me to interact with normal people, right? Like, so like I don't have the kind of like sex shame that probably everyone else was taught. And it's like, all right, well, yeah, that's one you keep in because other guys aren't comfortable talking about this or that or the other thing.
Just the thought of being a kid hearing my parents fucking. And having it be so clear that I'm discerning their positive reinforcement to one another on techniques.
Dude,
that's beyond cringe. That would make my stomach hurt.
I always had the confidence and knowledge that those two were together. That like I never in my from the day I was born till today, they're a unit. And that's comforting.
I joke around, but that's actually really cool. I actually super respect that. I think that's a cool thing.
Now they're hyper religious and don't like when we make fun of the Bible and stuff. Hi, Woody's mom. She listens to the show.
She does. She watches the
But back then, when they were like, yeah, porn's cool, listen to your dad absolutely destroy me tonight. Like, I assume they weren't like hardcore Christians then, right?
No. I've taken little jabs at them. Like sometimes when we debate, I try not to use the long knives, but they were pro-choice at a time that a baby would have seriously altered my life. And then like, once their youngest is married and such, they're pro-life. Like, little convenient, but
they did it the right way though. Have a ton of fun when you're young, get religious when you're old, and just like clean slate.
They're still having fun. Like, yeah, they're living their perfect life.
Doesn't your dad say like the only reason he doesn't go to 5 Bible school classes a week is because they only offer 4?
Yeah, that's right. You even got the numbers right. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah,
that's
but he's retired now. He's really good at retirement. He gets up. He doesn't run anymore. He's 72 maybe, but he rides his bike every day. He's lost weight and he just enjoys the outdoors. Like that's his thing.
Did you ever like try to get them back by being really loud with a girl in your room after a particularly raucous session of theirs?
No,
I'll show you guys.
I always,
I'll show you, Dad.
I fucked up. I really should have gone that direction. Yeah, no, we were always stealth mode. But
all right, Brittany, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I want you to yell out loudly, "Wow, it's even bigger than Stan's." Get some jealousy in the house.
That's funny.
Why'd you drag me here?